Today, we're talking about the hair tie fly. This is a fly that was inspired by my daughter. We used some of her hair ties and used them to tie flies with, and we started to catch a bunch of fish. I have fine-tuned the hair tie fly, and guys, no joke, it is crushing fish. So today, we're gonna catch a bunch of fish with it. Then I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like underwater. Then I'm gonna show you guys the materials to tie it yourself, and then I'll show you how to tie it. I'm gonna use my 8-weight fly rod, put 2 of these under an indicator. Let's catch some fish. Fish on, guys. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a tough fighting fish right there. Oh, he's taking off. They cannot resist the hair tie fly. There we go. Ooh, yeah, it feels solid. Get him to the reel here. Oh yeah, feels like good fish here, guys. Oh yeah, he's fat. He's a fat one. That's a good fish. Purple hair tie fly. Beautiful fish. That's a bruiser right there, guys. Awesome fish. Fish on there, guys. Woo! Oh, another good one. Another good one. These things are just beasts. Beautiful fish there, guys. That's a cool take. Oh man, he's under the weeds, guys. Gonna have a tough time getting this one out. Oh, that's a scrappy fish right there. That is an awesome fish. Beautiful fish right there. Scrappy. Fish on, guys. Oh, that's pretty strong. All these fish, these sucker fish are so strong. Size fish right there, guys. Ooh, that's a big fish right there. Feels like a big one, guys. Oh yeah, that feels like a good fish. Oh guys, get him out of there. That feels like a big fish, guys. Big fish took this hair tie fly. He is strong. Oh yeah, that is a beefy fish right there. Oh, there's a tank. Beautiful fish there, guys. Hair tie fly right there. Healthy Sonora sucker. What a fish. Oh yeah. Feels like a tough fish. Oh yeah, feels pretty tough. Never know how big these are, but I went down on the bottom, swimming right towards me here. I went down on the bottom for one of the big ones. I got some flies stuck over there in the trees, and I went over to get the flies, and I saw how deep it was over there. And I put my indicator way up to get deep to try to get into a big fish, and I think we did. That's a nice fish. Yeah. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that's a monster, guys. Woo! Woo! Guys, look at that fish barely in the lip there with the hair tie fly. I'm gonna have to get out the ruler on this one. 23 inches, guys. All right, everybody, I think we proved the point that fish love this fly. Now let me show you guys what it looks like underwater, and then I'll show you guys the materials you need to tie it yourself, and then I'll show you how to tie it. Stay tuned. Here's what the hair tie fly looks like underwater. There's nothing fancy about it, but for some reason, the fish love it. All right, let's go over the materials that you need to tie your own hair tie flies. I'll leave links to this material in the description of the video. Size 14 jig fly tying hooks, tungsten beads. I like mine to be heavy, so I use a 4 to 4.6 millimeter, but depending on how fast you want your fly to sink, you can get heavier or lighter. Elastic cord. For the suckers you saw in the video, purple works very well. Get an assortment so you can experiment. The diameter of cord that I'm using is 2 millimeters. Super glue that dries clear. I buy mine for cheap at the craft store. And finally, some fly tying thread. You'll want to use thread that matches the color of the elastic cord that you're using. There are the materials, and now let me show you how to tie the fly. I'm going to cut off about 1 inch of the elastic cord. To keep the edges from fraying, we're just going to put a little bit of light to them. You can see how that singed the edges down, and that will keep them from unraveling as you use the fly. All right, you'll put the bead on before you put the hook on the vise. I don't pretend to be a professional. I use super glue to help hold my stuff in place. So I put a little drop to help hold my bead right here. You want the bead to be sitting right on top of the eye there. Then I'll just put a little bit of glue to help hold my thread down. That seems to help my flies last a lot longer. Then this is just tying the body of the fly. As you guys can see, I'm just using my hands. I don't use any special tools when I'm tying my flies. I'm sure they'd be helpful, but I don't really care. If you're new to fly tying, you have to tie this thread on here to hold anything else that you're going to tie onto the fly. You need a thread body on your fly to start things off. Then I'm making it pretty thick up against the bead because it's a slotted bead. Tying it thick against that bead helps to keep the bead in place. Okay, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to get the elastic cord and put that on. All right, I got my elastic cord in place. I put a little dab of glue right on the hook here to help hold that elastic cord in place as I start to tie. I start up here at the top of the cord and get it really firmly tied against there. Now I move towards the middle of the cord, which is towards the end of the shank of the hook before it curves. I tie that very firmly on there as well. I move back towards the neck. I'm going to tie 2 overhand knots to finish this off. Bring that thread up over, put it through the loop, tighten, bring that thread over, put it through the loop, and then tighten. A lot easier to do this when I'm not trying to keep it on camera, but that should be 2 overhand knots to end it right there. Taking the scissors, clip off the excess. Then before I finish where I tied those knots, I know that the ends of my knots were on the bottom side of this fly, or on the bottom side of the shank. So I'm just gonna put a couple dabs of this super glue right over the top of my finished knots. And that seems to help my flies last much, much longer. You can trim this little piece off to make it a little more clean, but I keep it because it almost looks like a wing or something. Well, there you go, everybody. That's the finished product. Nothing much to it, not fancy. It doesn't have to be tied really well. And as you saw in the video earlier, it crushes fish. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the footage today. If you guys end up tying the hair tie fly and catching fish with it, let me know in the comments. And if you guys can think of a better name for this fly, drop a comment as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thank you so much for joining me today. Kevin Rapp Cook Fishing. See y'all next time. Peace.